February 2, 1943. Stalingrad, Field Marshal Friedrich Paulus, commander of Germany's 6th Army, surrenders to Soviet forces. 91,000 German soldiers march into captivity, emaciated, frostbitten, defeated. 6 months earlier, the 6th Army had been the elite of the Wehrmacht, over 300,000. Men, the finest troops Germany had, they were supposed to capture Stalingrad in weeks. Instead, they're destroyed in the most brutal urban battle in human history. 2 million soldiers fought in Stalingrad, over 1 million died. The average life expectancy of a Soviet soldier arriving in the city was 24 hours. Buildings changed hands 15 times in a single day. Soldiers fought room to room, floor to floor, sometimes with the enemy directly above or below them. And when it was over, Germany had lost. For the first time in the war, an entire German army was annihilated. The myth of Nazi invincibility was shattered. The tide of World War II turned permanently against Hitler. This is the Battle of Stalingrad, the fight that broke the Wehrmacht and changed the war. Chapter 1, Operation Barbarossa and the drive east. To understand Stalingrad, you need to understand how Germany got there. June 22, 1941, Hitler invades the Soviet Union with 3 million men. It's the largest invasion in human history. The plan, Operation Barbarossa, is to destroy the Red Army in 6 weeks, capture Moscow, and collapse the Soviet Union before winter. It almost works. By December, German forces are 15 miles from Moscow. Leningrad is surrounded. Millions of Soviet soldiers are dead or captured, but Moscow doesn't fall. The Soviets hold, then winter arrives. German troops freeze in summer uniforms because Hitler expected the war to be over. The invasion stalls. Summer 1942. Hitler launches a new offensive. This time, the target isn't Moscow. It's the south, the oil fields of the Caucasus. Germany is running out of fuel. Tanks, aircraft, everything runs on petroleum. The Caucasus has the oil Germany needs to keep fighting. To protect the flank of this offensive, Hitler orders the 6th Army to capture Stalingrad, an industrial city on the Volga River. It's a strategic decision. Stalingrad is a major manufacturing center. It's also a transportation hub. Capture it and you control the Volga, the main supply route for Soviet forces in the south. But there's also symbolism. The city is named after Joseph Stalin. Hitler wants it as a propaganda victory. Stalin wants to defend it for the exact same reason. Chapter 2. The battle begins August 23, 1942. The German 6th Army, commanded by General Friedrich Paulus, reaches Stalingrad. The Luftwaffe launches massive bombing raids. Much of the city is reduced to rubble. Tens of thousands of civilians die. Soviet forces, initially outnumbered, retreat into the ruins. General Vasily Chukov takes command of the 62nd Army defending the city. Chukov makes a critical decision. Instead of defending from fixed positions, Soviet troops will get as close to German forces as possible. The reason is simple. German artillery and air superiority are devastating at long range, but in close quarter street fighting, those advantages disappear. You can't call in an airstrike when your own troops are 5 meters from the enemy. The battle becomes urban warfare at its most brutal. Germans control 90% of the city by September, but the Soviets hold a narrow strip along the western bank of the Volga. Soviet reinforcements cross the river at night under German fire. The fighting is insane. Soldiers fight with rifles, grenades, shovels, bare hands. The grain elevator battle lasts for days over a single building. The Mamayev Kurgan, a hill in the center of the city, changes hands 8 times. German soldiers call it Rattenkrieg, rat warfare. Snipers hide in rubble for days. Squads tunnel through basements to attack from behind. Every building is a fortress. The Soviets have a saying, "There is no land for us beyond the Volga. Retreat means death." Every soldier knows it. Chapter 3, the Soviet counteroffensive. While the 6th Army is grinding through Stalingrad, the Soviets are planning something massive, Operation Uranus, a double envelopment to surround and destroy the entire 6th Army. German intelligence misses it. They're focused on the street fighting. They don't see Soviet forces massing north and south of the city. November 19, 1942. 1.1 million Soviet troops attack the Romanian and Italian forces protecting the German flanks. The Axis allies collapse in days. Romanian troops are equipped with outdated weapons and have no anti-tank capability against Soviet armor. Within 4 days, Soviet forces from the north and south meet at Kalach, 60 kilometers west of Stalingrad. The entire 6th Army, 300,000 men, is surrounded. Paulus requests permission to break out. Hitler refuses. He orders Paulus to hold Stalingrad at all costs. Hermann Göring, head of the Luftwaffe, promises to supply the 6th Army by air. It's a lie. The Luftwaffe can't deliver enough supplies. The 6th Army needs 700 tons of supplies per day. The Luftwaffe manages an average of 100 tons. Soldiers start starving, then freezing. It's winter. Temperatures drop to -30 degrees Celsius. Chapter 4. The Destruction of the 6th Army. December 12, 1942. Germany launches Operation Winter Storm, an attempt to break through to the encircled 6th Army. General Erich von Manstein's forces get within 30 miles of Stalingrad, but Paulus doesn't break out to meet them. Hitler has ordered him to stay in place. The relief attempt fails. Von Manstein retreats. The 6th Army is trapped. January 1943. Soviet forces launch the final assault. They split the pocket into. German resistance collapses section by section. Paulus is promoted to Field Marshal on January 30th. It's a cynical move by Hitler. No German Field Marshal has ever surrendered. The promotion is meant to encourage Paulus to commit suicide rather than be captured. Paulus doesn't take the hint. On February 2nd, 1943, he surrenders. 91,000 German soldiers go into Soviet captivity. Most will never return. Only 5,000 survive the war. Total casualties for the battle, over 1 million dead. Soviet losses are higher than German, but the Soviets can replace them. Germany can't. The 6th Army, one of the Wehrmacht's best formations, is destroyed. Germany will never recover from the loss. Chapter 5. The turning point. Stalingrad is the turning point of World War II in Europe. Before Stalingrad, Germany was advancing. After Stalingrad, Germany is retreating. The myth of German invincibility is shattered. For 3 years, the Wehrmacht seemed unstoppable. Stalingrad proves they can be beaten. Soviet morale skyrockets. They've held the line against the best Germany has. Now they're going on the offensive. German morale collapses. The propaganda machine tries to hide the scale of the disaster, but everyone knows an entire army is gone. Strategically, Germany loses the initiative on the Eastern Front permanently. Every major battle from Stalingrad forward is Germany defending against Soviet offensives. Kursk in July 1943. The largest tank battle in history is a German offensive that fails. After that, it's all retreat. By May 1945, Soviet forces are in Berlin. Hitler is dead. Germany surrenders. The road from Stalingrad to Berlin is straight. Once the 6th Army fell, Germany's defeat was inevitable. It was just a matter of time. Closing August 1942, Germany's 6th Army enters Stalingrad expecting to capture it in weeks. February 1943, the 6th Army no longer exists. In between, 2 million soldiers fought in the ruins of a city. Over 1 million died. Buildings were reduced to rubble. Entire streets disappeared under artillery fire. But when the smoke cleared, the balance of World War II had shifted permanently. Germany lost its best army. The myth of Nazi invincibility died in the ruins of Stalingrad. The Soviet Union, bloodied but unbroken, began the long march west that would end in Berlin. Stalingrad didn't just turn the tide of the war, it determined who would control Eastern Europe for the next 50 years. The Soviet victory ensured that communism, not fascism, would dominate the region after the war. Sometimes the fate of continents is decided in the streets of a single city. Subscribe to Sword and Pen, where military might meets political power.